Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to detail various figures from the Rollin 40 Crips. Los Angeles has a major gang presence and influence that goes back decades and generations. The Crips and the Bloods formation came in the 1970s, dating back 5 decades. Now, as the years went along, Crips and Bloods formed various factions throughout Los Angeles County, in California, and also in various other cities and states, and also even countries. Los Angeles has always been influential in the world, and also the culture. And this generation with social media has put more gang members as individuals to the world, from Instagram, rapping, YouTube platforms, and just the overall concept of being recorded on the phone. Now, one of the most prominent Crip gangs of Los Angeles has been the Rollin 40 Crips. The Rollin 40 Crips are a gang that hail from the west side of South Central, with South Central having 2 sides, the east side and the west side. The Rollin 40s will become a well-known and respected gang by the 80s, having their share of wars with several blood gangs like the Rollin 20 Bloods, BPS, and the Brims, along with other major rivals like the Hoovers, among others. Los Angeles by the 80s was a death race. Every gang was shooting and trying to murder each other. Some issues were fueled by gang ties, as simple as Blood vs. Crip, or Neighborhood vs. Gangster Crip, and the Hoovers. And even the drug trade played a major factor in the chaos and the division in LA. Every gang in Los Angeles County by the 80s and 90s would have multiple rivals causing hundreds of deaths, and even some years in Los Angeles County racking in thousands of deaths, putting an end to many young lives. Even though the original origins of Crip wasn't started to cause destruction and death and violence, that's what it later became. Crips and Bloods were started by teenagers. As the years followed, many young members joined gangs as young as 9, with the average age of joining gangs being around 11 to 14 years old. And the 4 men I'm going to talk about joined before they were even teenagers. Now, the Rollin 40s, if you have your ears to the streets, have been one of the most talked about gangs in Los Angeles so recently. The 40s are a standout gang in LA, having several cliques under the 40 umbrella, like the Western Side, the Avenues, the Park Side, and the Dark Side. Now, the 4 40 members I would discuss hail from these sections. Now let's get into the story, and let's get into these cases. Now, the first person I'm going to mention is the notorious Forex. Forex first rose to fame on social media in 2023, after his interview with Drinks with Jinx YouTube channel, where he described the fight with Buzz and Hoover rapper, Jav 5. He described the situation as beating Jav 5 up, and he would tell the story numerous times.
The famous rappers, I know you fought one of them.
Oh, which one are you talking about?
Jab?
Jab from where?
The Snoop.
Oh, from Hoover?
Yeah.
Oh, he a rapper now?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, man.
He was.
Yeah, man. He talking about the young kid, man. The young kid, man. You know?
I heard he got hands.
Yeah,
No.
but
I heard he got hands.
Have it that day. Oh, shit. Have it that day.
Off this interview and others, it gave many people the thought, who is this dude? And was he really like that? And was he really what he was saying he was? Now, Forex, unlike many kids who became gang members, he had a 2-parent home, and both of his parents didn't have any street ties. They were both 2 honest working individuals. But even though his home life wasn't bad, the life outside his home was. Forex grew up in a Rollin 40 Crips turf, and he had many family members and friends who would join the gang. He would follow in their footsteps before he even became a teen. At the age of 12, Forex would be charged with attempted murder, which he would fight from behind bars for 3 years. He would be released at the age of 15. Around 6 months later, he would go back to jail for a gun charge. He would stay in jail for this term until he was 17 years old. Then at 18, he would go to prison for a robbery, which he was sentenced to 7 years in prison for. By 2013, Forex was back on the streets, and he'd be on the streets for a few years without going back to jail. But in May of 2016, the Orange County Garden Grove Police Department received reports of a possible residential burglary in progress in a 9200 block of Weldon Drive. The suspects were carrying items from the home and left in a silver Infiniti just before officers arrived. Police later saw a vehicle in a master description and tried to pull it over. The occupants refused to stop, and they took the police on the chase. The chase eventually ended, and all 3 were arrested. They were arrested for suspicion of residential burglary, felony evading, parole violation, and felons in possession of firearms. And 4 extras and the 2 other men were arrested. 4 extras will make bail from this case, but around a month later, he'd be shot by an individual from his own hood, being Foboy from the Rollin 40 Crips. Now, I covered Foboy's story and what came around with him shooting 4 extras months ago, but I will give y'all a quick rundown if y'all haven't seen that video. 4 extras and Foboy had an argument, which led to 4 extras saying he would kill Foboy if he seen him. But Foboy would see 4 extras first, and he didn't take this threat lightly. Foboy caught 4 extra in front of his home and shot him multiple times. 4 extra refused to cooperate with police and Fullboy would not be charged with this case, even though he would later go to jail for other charges. 2016 would be an active year for 4Extra, being arrested, being shot, and months later, he'd be arrested for murders, which he'll eventually beat, but he still faced his robbery charge, which he received 5 years for. After his release from prison is when 4Extra became known to the world. On several interviews, his wild antics, and statements he would make.
Homies, I'll whoop him, knock him out naked, dead homies, off the back. It don't matter where you at in that off the back, I'm getting cracking. I'll over in the showers, boom. You could be Space Monster. I'm shocking your ass out. We going in here. So on 40 Crip, I'm tripping. Off the back on Vernon Avenue, I'm tripping. And I ain't giving no nigga a pass. So don't give me no pass, because I ain't giving you no pass in here. And I didn't tell you to sign up for it. So if you want to pass, you need to stop gangbanging. I'll look for them. I'll go to their dorms. You get what I'm saying? I'm looking for it. You get what I'm saying? But any dorm you land in, I don't give a if it's 30 of them in there. You got to get on with all 30. You got to get on with all of them. Off the back.
A lot of people will take a liking to 4Extra, and he'll become an internet sensation, being posted all over TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, but even becoming a meme. With all the newfound fame, you would think 4Extra would take a new path in life, but he never left the streets or his old ways. This led to him violating his parole countless of times, all throughout 2024 and 2025, from various things including hanging around gang members, just simply being in his hood, and spousal abuse. During all this, 4Extra would go viral for several beefs, one of the first being with Brick Baby. Brick Baby got on the bad side of several neighborhood Crips when fellow rapper DW Flame from Insane Crip asked for a cigarette, but instead called it a disrespectful term for the neighborhood Crips right in front of Brick Baby's face.
Let me get in that. Oh, excuse me.
No, I put it in the notes. It's under the it's right. It's damn near the first two.
This statement by DW Flame led to many people feeling like Brick Baby should have defended the neighborhood Crips name more than he did. And that also led to individuals like 4Extra and his cousin fellow Rollin 40 Crips Spodyface taking offense to this. They would have major issues with Brick Baby after this, and they would even pull up to No Jumper.
Ain't you about to do an interview right now?
This dude's doing an interview with Brick Baby right now.
Oh, they doing an interview with Brick Baby?
Tell them we trying to do it, and we trying to do an interview.
I thought Brick Baby about to do an interview today too with DW Flame.
We're doing the live stream that.
Oh, the live stream at 4 can be a live stream?
Yeah.
I want to be present. Can I be present for that?
Tell them no Spodyface, 4X is Spodyface out here.
It's me and Spodyface out here. He know already. Just tell him right here. Rick should already know.
I'm gonna ask him right now.
Oh, I bet.
40 Crip nigga pulled up without an appointment, cuz we gonna see if Brick Baby could allow us to come in this interview. We just heard Adam on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And they
like when you know you not with that, bro. And all this, you talking about clout chasing. Clout chasing, what clout do you got, bro? You got a little internet fame, like, give or take, like, you got a little success, more power to you, homie. I'm happy for you in that regards. But clout chasing what? You not nobody out here. Who are you to the streets? Fuckers didn't even know you before this internet shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about 60s. I got more real homies from 60s than you do. Right now, like, you wasn't even raised in the 60s. To be honest with you, used to be from 30s. You a hood hopper. Everybody know this. So why you out here trying to pop it like somebody trying to clout chase you?
4Extra would face a whole list of other issues, including beef with BPS blood rap group, the Baby Stone Gorillas. The Rollin 40 Crips where 4Extra is from, and BPS where the Baby Stone Gorillas are from, are natural rivals. So them having beef is already an on-site thing. But a statement by 4Extra stating that they ran into the Baby Stone Gorillas in a mall caused a whole lot of controversy online.
It was said that you had a run-in with some people that you might not necessarily get along with at the mall.
At the mall.
At the mall. The Baby Stone Gorillas.
Damn, look, we's on the top. We came out the store at the Crenshaw Mall, shop exact thing that happened. You gonna rewind. It's cameras on in there, so you can rewind it. We went down the motherfucking elevator. We down the thing on the dead homies. We come down the elevator. It's a group like little kids. It's one tall one and like 3 or 4 little little ones. So when we went down the thing, you know what I'm saying? I'll be banking. You get what I'm saying? We go down the thing. They all in the group. I'm like, who's down? They're like, oh, what up? I'm like, where you from? They're like, oh, we on bang. No, 4X's like off the back. I'm like, oh, on the bang, dead homies. I'm on one. They're like, no. Like, what's the name? I'm like, yeah, what up, fool? You know what I'm saying? I shook all their hands. You know what I'm saying? There was a female with them. Shit, they interview off the back. I'm like, yeah, off the back. You know, we all saying off the back and shit. We all saying that. I'm going, oh, I got on.
And you didn't notice any like tattoos on their faces
man, them young
or
niggas
anything?
really gangbang. They would need to put them off.
P4K from the Baby Stone Gorillas will go off on 4 Extra, who by this time was in jail on a probation violation.
4 Extra, this is for you. P4K, BSG. You ain't never seen me in your... So what make you go on the internet and say that you seen us in the mall? Man to man, old man. What makes you go on the interview and say you ran into us, knowing you... I can't even say us, because you never ran into me. Like, we're a group as a whole, but we don't always be together all the time. And I'm pretty sure if you ran into one of the homies, they would have told me, or I would have heard about it. You get what I'm saying? But as you saying you ran into us, I'm really gonna press your old ass. I can't wait to be you. Because 10 times no jumpers in a week, you need that check. Dead homies. You need no jumper money.
During one of Forex's many parole violations, he would bump heads with an Inglewood family member named Deuce Flame. It was said they fought over Deuce Flame's baby mama having a relationship with 4 Extra, and 4 Extra being around his child. Both sides would say they won, leaving many people taking sides, and 4 Extra after his release would say he beat Deuce Flame in the fight, which many people like Inglewood family member Munchie B would refute.
Homies coming to see yo. 40 Crip, we get up in there. I tell him, you ready? He like, yeah. Boom, bam. Put him on his pockets. Drop him. Like, bro, get up. Boom, bam. Sock him out again. Pocketed it again.
Oh, no.
I'm like, get up, cuz. I'm not gonna 4-0. Squabble me. Like, give me a squabble. You know what I'm talking about? Like, fight dead homies. I don't want, like, because people be tense and, like, be scared. Like, dead homies. So, 40 Crip scrub again. Bam. I clip him. He go out. Into the corner right there by the thing. Dead homies. So I stood up. I'm like, get up out of here. He get up. I'm like, what they call you? Yeah, Deuce Flame. I got 4 from West Side 40. Get up out of here. Dead homies.
And that's it.
Just another victim. It's just another...
I think he embellished things and put extras on shit. And I think Adam put a battery in his pack unknowingly. And that is what I feel. I think but Adam already like you already, bro.
Picture with dude's girl,
man,
and the baby.
Man, I don't know what the fuck.
I seen the photo. He posted the photo in the video.
I don't know. It's like this. He got put out.
Hey, yo.
He f***ed up and he went the wrong route and got knocked out. And that's what it is. And look, I thought I was knocking him out because he was on some gangbanging shit. You got knocked out for a bitch. You're done.
So you didn't even know about the girl situation until after?
I'm thinking we fighting because he from families, I'm from 40s.
Right.
So his dumb ass got knocked out. I'm like, man, you mark ass. And then he got up there and lied. See, this the thing where he went and lied at. You get what I'm saying?
Speaking of Bloods, 4 Extra past altercations will come to light when a channel called The Who's Who's will pop up on YouTube and try to debunk all 4 Extra stories, and the person behind that page is Baby B Breezy from the Different Lane Bloods. I covered Baby B Breezy's story in the previous episode. Now, while both Baby B Breezy and 4 Extra were in jail, they will have a fight, which Baby B Breezy would say he won, but 4 Extra would say he won as well.
It was all Crips in that day room with me when I got down 4 Extra. He came to my building. He like, I'm 4 Extra, 40 Crip. I'm like, I'm Baby B Breezy from Different Lanes. He like, 40 Crip though. I just told him, hey, we gotta get in. Dead homies, you right there. 4 Extra know what happened in the day room. Whole shit was bleeding. The police knocking on the door. Hey, what y'all in here doing? He walked to the door with his whole shit bleeding, leaking, I swear to God, with his shirt off. One of us would have died in that day room because all he do is talk. That's why he'll never talk about that. He talking about he didn't beat everybody up in the county and this, that, or everything I love. Ask him what happened with Baby Braves from Different Lanes. And 40 Crip.
Like this, like throw the 40 cup face. Braves like, what? Every time he coming up, he like this. He grab like he's trying to grab Braves, grab him with one arm and throw a punch with his other one. But every time he grab Braves has a YA squabble. Which means he gonna throw a million punches, a million jabs, and he hitting hard with a little skinny grown man strength. So he comes straight on the pipe. So it's like boom, 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 boom. break. On cut. Extra go down to that one knee. Boom. Could go down to that one knee. Forex was like, 40 Crips. 40 Crips, I like you, cuz. West Side 40s, cuz.
And I was pressing somebody else. I was on one. I was pressing something. I was on about another down move. And he had said, he stepped up, you know what I'm talking about? He stepped up and said, man, I feel like a buster if I let you come over here and don't ask for a fade. So I said, on 40 Crip, you can get that. He waited, I'm like, you ready? He like, yeah. Boom, bam, bam, bam. I sock him. He back up. Boom, bam, bam, bam. I sock him up more. I hit him in his ribs. He started spinning up. I'm like, bro, I'm like, Braze, come on. And you know, Braze, you watching this, exactly what happened. I'm like, you ready? He like, yeah. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. He backed up. I'm like, no, that's over. It's over. I'm like, no. It's like a homie. You straight? He like, I'm straight. Bro, nobody got knocked out, bro. You get what I'm saying? I socked on him. You get what I'm saying? I didn't knock him out. I didn't split him open. I wasn't trying to do him bad because we with lanes, bro.
After seeing this interview, Baby B Breezy would then go on a rampage against Forex, bashing him non-stop, which he still does today. Hoover rapper Treyway 6K from behind bars would even take shots at Forex, and Forex will respond.
Damn, homie, if y'all know, I'm up in here for popping on Vernon, chasing this damn kicking him in the ass. Like, pop, don't ask, I hope this is my block. I hope I run Vernon, we run Vernon.
The dead homies, what you talking about?
Treyway, we ran Vernon. We really, them would not be doing no motherfucking videos if it was out for damn homie. I'm telling you, on the set. Because this spank shit on Vernon. I'm like, damn homies, videos on Vernon. I'm like, these is doing videos on Vernon. Adam 22 and shit. Burn my street. That's not going on. Free the killers.
One of my favorite rappers, who's been locked up for a few years now, Treyway, blank K.
You know,
what the fuck is that? You had that in your ear? Oh no, it's off the mic. Okay. He put out a video saying that we wouldn't have been able to film that video on Vermont if he was still free.
Look, first off, I don't know who the little guy is, but check this out. My Vernon Chris on a thing every month. Day before the video came out or before it started. I don't know who the little guy is, but that's another one. Everybody try to go viral, bro.
Forex will even have beef in his own hood. At first, the two biggest people going viral in the 40s by 2024 were rapper X4 and Forex. They seemed close, having a big homie, little homie relationship, even being seen with each other often. But later you will see a division, and what seemed like their relationship turned sour. Spoddy Face would make claims against X4, which all sounded bad.
Yeah, I said he just crashed it out, man. He doing the last ditch effort, you know what I'm saying, to try to save his little career or whatever he's trying to do.
So when you say no good, what does that mean? Like what make a person no good, and how did I get there?
Man, he been out straight for a long time right now, you know what I'm saying? Play on dude, you know what I'm saying? Because he know what's up. Niggas told us to stand down on bro.
Congress like made a donation to the higher ups.
Man, you know what time it is.
Yeah.
Man. You know what I'm saying? So he's just a little mascot. That's all he is. He's a loudmouth mascot.
X4 responded by mocking Forex posting his baby mama, even saying he copywrote Forex's trademark, and even mocking Forex in interviews.
You, dead homies, but they got the hood whacked out. It's like, what? Dead homies need that. Dead homies off the dribble, off the back. Need that. I'm going in there. I don't care if all 15 got the hood whacked out. I'm finna run all 15 of them off the back. Off the back, I need all 15 of them.
Is there any of those?
You got the old whack, you got the glove whack, you got the F whack, you got this whack, that whack, that whack. I need all 15. All of them. Anybody who got the set whacked. Off the back, I need all the fades. One time I ran 20.
20 fades?
I walked in there with 20 with the hood whacked. I ran all of them. Off the back.
That's a lot of fights, man.
It's
Forex will be released from jail and have an interview discussing X4.
You know what I'm talking about? We got a mysterious one talking about, you know what I'm talking about? My shit's, a person got off the back. First off the back is patent. That's off the back by me.
Oh, okay.
Off the back is patent by me. You get what I'm saying? But look, the gig is up, you know what I'm talking about? Then wait till I get out. You get what I'm talking about? The announce. Look, all right. You get what I'm saying? That's our cheerleader.
You know what I'm talking about? The person that said, you know what I'm talking about? He got off the
X4.
back.
You consider him a cheerleader.
He got off the back patent. Look, we've been trying cheerleaders out for off the back. We've been trying to cheerleaders out for off the back. You get what I'm saying? Because we got so many fans, we needed cheerleaders. Now he made cheer captain. He made cheer captain. So you get what I'm saying? So if you want to go to cheer camp and you want to go to and join the cheerleader team, you got to go through cheer captain. So he's cheer captain. He made cheerleaders. We got cheerleaders for off the back. You get what I'm saying? He been keeping it going out here. Big fan. He been keeping it going. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to join cheer camp, hit him up and sign him up.
Forex was released just before the 40s Hood Day on April 10th, 2025. In that same day, he was arrested and he currently sits in jail. So Forex's storyline has been put on hold. Now the next person went viral for his bully persona and his name ringing in the streets and also in jail, and that's Forleaf. Forleaf became like a mythical figure from all his jail stories and all his jail videos being all over social media and him appearing to beat up and scare his rivals. But Forleaf's story on the streets was just as crazy as behind bars. Forleaf would commit a robbery. His bully persona was even evident back then, but even worse, he would backdoor his own gang. Forleaf and another 40 member robbed another member of their gang's father, laundromat business. The father they robbed wasn't just a random man. Forleaf knew him and had a relationship with his son. The father identified Forleaf and his homie immediately, and this led to jail time for both. Forleaf would do around 5 years for this case, but Forleaf, once he got out, he couldn't keep his nose clean or stay out of trouble. On August 6, 2017, a man named Michael was introduced to Forleaf through a mutual friend. Michael sold drugs. Forleaf inquired about buying 50 pounds and they set up a deal. The next day, they agreed to meet. Michael told Forleaf to bring $70K in exchange for the drugs and also gave him a meeting spot. But this would go bad. It was a setup. Michael was grabbed up and shot at. He also was zip tied and robbed for all the drugs. But Forleaf messed up. He left his phone and his wallet at the scene. This eventually led to his arrest. While fighting this case in the county jail is where Forleaf became known to the world, and even behind bars on August 28, 2018. Forleaf was even having problems with the police. Forleaf was asked by deputies to leave his cell and then to enter another. Forleaf claimed that he was asked to change his cell because his friend wanted to share food with him. He claimed that the other cell was dark and had 2 men already in it with objects made into knives. Forleaf claimed that he entered the other cell and was ordered. He said once he got into the cell, he was attacked, stabbed, punched, and was kicked. He had injuries to his torso, arms, legs, and his face. Forleaf alleged that the deputies' actions were violations of his civil and constitutional rights. Forleaf claimed that the deputies ordered him into a cell with 2 armed men, and one of whom was a known gang member, and that the deputies watched the fight from the control booth while laughing and cheering them on. He also claimed that 2 men also attacked him and were rewarded with food, and also got privileges while he returned to his cell. Forleaf sought for recovery of damages for his past and future pain and suffering. He sued for $450,000. But for all he did, Forleaf will receive 26 years to life. In this case, he was fighting was his 3rd strike. Now, Forleaf is 36 years old, and his earliest parole date is in 2035. So his story may be over, and he won't get out until he's an old man, if he gets out. Now the next 2 individuals I'ma detail are rappers from the Rollin 40 Crips. X4 has been rapping for a long time now. He first began to get known around 2017 with his disrespectful songs Tiny Loc Part 1 and Part 2, where he dissed numerous hoods and even dissed the Rollin 60s multiple times, and even Nipsey Hussle. X4 has had numerous arrests for various charges throughout his teenage years and his adult life, and that would put his rap career on hold, and even get him a case for a robbery that got him 6 years. With COVID occurring while he was in prison, he had his time shaved off, and he will only do 4 years and be released by 2022. X4 came out of prison with a different look, with tattoos all over his face, and a lot of disses and whackouts at the Hoovers on his body. The crazy thing about that, X4 has various brothers, and a lot of family, even his mom claims Hoover. After being released from prison, X4 locked into his music and started dropping songs on his YouTube channel, but he would go viral for his antics.
Kill it slowly. Cut, focus. What? Oh, man. Dead homies, cuz I just threw up. But I recovered. On the dead homie. You thought cause I threw up I wasn't gonna recover? Covered. I just threw up in the toilet right now, but guess what? I recovered. Guess what? I'm from labor, folks.
X4 will also face several parole violations and go back to jail for a short time period. But beef always found X4. He would get into it with the outspoken Wack 100, and that would lead to X4 having beef with Wack 100 and his artist Blueface.
Don't ever go on no jumper, bro. You ain't sign me because I'm controlled or I'm not on my own, man. I ain't never been controlled by nothing on a dead homie. And stop saying on the dead homies you got me lit, bro. On Crip because you took a picture next to me. That shit don't mean nothing, bro. On the dead homies, you took a picture with 100 other artists. On full Crip, million other artists. Homies, that music still bunk tongue. But yeah, on the dead homies, I signed Blueface on Crip, but I didn't have to go talk to the schoolyards. But if I signed X4, he controlled. Bro, go back 10 years, 8 years, 7 years ago, dead homies. Cuz got picture doing all. Cuz is an internet type foe than Blueface. On the dead homies, that's two different type of Crips, two different type of Rollin Crip.
Phone. That's what I came to do.
And you did
I never came, said I want to hear him to try to sign him. And they said, well, would you sign him? You asked me that. I said, nope, because his attachment is too much around him. If I do some business with you right now,
you ain't got to deal with nobody else.
To 4 or 5 insane.
Probably just shut.
Love, you really want to be cool with me, cuz that's what it is. He want to be cool with me. Dead homies. He just want to be cool with me, hoping to get sent to me so I can like say something to him or say something. Like he want to just like, you know, he really just want to be cool. He just don't know how to say it. He don't know how to just put his pride to the side and be like, X-Folk, like, you know, let's, you know, on the dead homies, let's be cool, cuz. Let's dap it up and let's be cool. And I'm gonna tell him like, you know what? No, you's a bitch. You run that mouth too much.
X4 being free, and the likes of 4Extra, and the recent release of Rollin 40 rapper Dodie 6 in 2024, it looked like the 40s were doing good and on the rise. But for an unknown reason, by 2025, X4 and 4Extra will start to have a beef that went unexplained and left many people in a mystery.
You trademarked off the back?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there a reason for that?
No.
Okay.
That's the homie.
Okay. Now, everything is good between you guys? Because that's the reports are saying otherwise.
Nah, man, we from the same hood.
Okay.
He from the dark side, I'm from the dark side. We both represent 40s. Off the back trophy game.
Come on.
You know?
Yeah.
He in jail, I'm just keeping this shit lit off the back.
That's right.
You know the internet. That's right.
Okay.
Off the back.
Come on, player.
Last month, everything was going downhill for X4. He was arrested for a robbery of an engineer in a studio, which will later lead to his recent arrest. In jail, people put rumors out there that X4 rolled it up in jail and was scared to program with the Hoovers, which he said was false. X4 has been in and out of jail for several years and still was trying to build his rap career, but now he might have crashed out and put his career on pause. Now speaking on crashing out, you have to mention a recent situation with Rollin 40 Crip rapper Dodie 6. Now Dodie 6's story would start off like everyone else joining the 40s at an early age and being involved in criminal lifestyle, which will lead to many jail stints in his teenage years. His teenage years are when he started rapping and being featured on several songs and making his own. But Dodie never got to fully build his momentum with his music, with being arrested for a robbery and sentenced to 7 years. During Dodie's stint in prison, he didn't let jail hold him back. Instead, he grinded harder than ever, doing something unlikely, which was recording music behind bars and even doing several videos on the jail yard from a cell phone, releasing over 10 videos behind bars. After being released in August of 2024, Dodie seemed to be on the right path, dropping music and staying consistent, and racking up hundreds of thousands of views. But Dodie's biggest break came in November of 2024, being featured on Kendrick Lamar's GNX album, which featured many rising artists from LA County. So this was a big opportunity for Dodie. The path Dodie was following, many thought Dodie would take his career to the next level in 2025, but it would be the complete opposite. Dodie in April of 2025 will start going on rants out the blue and start dissing several rappers like Peso, Lefty Gunplay, Bravo the Bag Chaser, Rimble, and several others. Dodie will follow this by several other rants, making him look like a drug addict, and many will believe that Dodie became an addict, and his new rants made it seem like it. Dodie would even start rap beefing and picking fights with other rappers like Rapper, P4K, and they would have a major back and forth.
None of these games you playing, gang. I'm trying to tell you. On the set, it ain't nobody a bitch but your bitch ass, cause you want some clout, you want to get viral. Hey, I'm out here having fun and your ass having none, young nigga. Brokey Dodie, homeless ass. You's a homeless on 4-0.
Blood going through it. On beat.
Homeless ass in the car.
You lost it all,
Look at you. On jungle. You ain't gonna get your change back yet?
You lost it all, blood.
Damn, they took your jewelry from you.
Hey, yo, took your
jewelry.
Dodie's erratic behavior led to him going on IG Live dissing Kendrick Lamar. He was saying he was homeless and living in his car as well. Dodie's crazy behavior led to him getting beat up and DP by his own gang, and even robbed for his chain, and he will have a lot to say about it.
They robbed me for my chains, man. They took all my chains, cuz my own boy. Smoker Dodie. That's the new shit.
Dodie was on full crash out mode, walking around his neighborhood looking for trouble. Dodie even wrecked the car he was living in with his baby mama and began asking for donations. Dodie as of now put himself in a terrible position for his career and also his life. And how it looks right now, his career looks bad and he needs to get his mental health in order and see if he can recover his career. Now let me know what y'all think of all these 40 members in the comments. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.